is an Italian-born, classically trained harpist who has been electrifying the music world, creating an instrumental revolution using her, you guessed it, electric harp. And she writes her original music. She's performed in major halls and festivals throughout Europe and is in Austin at this time for South by Southwest. Welcome to you, Kety Fusco.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good to see you. And not only, folks, is she a fine harpist, but she also started the Floating Note Festival and created Floating Note Records.
Exactly.
Very good.
Yeah.
Your business, too.
Yeah, that's
Well, you studied classical harp. You have 2 degrees studying harp. What made you wish to use electric harp?
I study classical harp, and when I play the harp in the conservatory, I feel like with too much rule about express myself to play the harp. So I don't know, but when I finish my degree, I decide to try to compose my music and to play the harp in my mood, in my I don't know, in my style. I need to express myself with this instrument, and and created original music. So I buy one small electric harp, and I start to play, to recording my song, in this way I compose my first song, and then I release that, and my journey begin, because I have my first show, and then everything's coming.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. So it was right after your degree, your second degree. You knew already. And you said you weren't so fussy for the rules that they had. So this opened your world, your music world. Could you tell us about your compositional process?
In generally, I listen a voice in my mind. It's a melody, because I don't sing, and I sing with the harp, and all my songs have a melody like a singer. So when I listen this song in my mind, this melody in my mind, I record it with the harp, and then for the beginning I use this melody line, and then I start to produce the music with the sound, the electric sound generated by the harp. So the beat it's generated by the harp, all the noise, sound, everything is made by the harp. Everything, yes.
Very cool. Well, the setup here looks a lot like electric guitar setup, which I recognize because my husband's electrical guitarist. So, wow, how did you get that to perform like this with one hand here and you're going the other way?
Yes, but for me it's normal, because the harp, classical harp, have a pedal to change tonality. When I play Debussy, it's really hard, and then with electric harp, I choose my setup with this pedal, guitar pedal, and I find my sound with this pedal. It's like reverb, like other sound, and other effect, and I decide this setup for my project.
Okay. Well, when you perform live, they say you perform experimentally live. So does that mean it's all improvised, or do you have a set idea, an arc of what you're going to play in your mind beforehand?
Okay, when I'm performing live, one part it's improvised, and one part it's my composition. And I like so much to mash up this, because I like so much to have, when I play, I have a different mood, different, I feel like, I don't know, I feel happy, I feel sad, and I play like that, this emotion, and I play a lot of improvisation, and then the improvisation, and then start my composition. So it's a mix.
A mix of both. Yeah. Very much like a jazz composer, because you've got
exactly.
there's a structure, and it's the same song. In that case, it might have been written 50 years ago, but then you go in different directions.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, would you tell us about your collaboration with Iggy Pop?
With Iggy Pop, it's a long time because I know him in 2023 because I released my experimental album, The Harp Chapter 1, and Iggy listened my album and he told me if he can play my album in his program at BBC, Iggy Confidential.
Wow.
And then I'm really grateful about that. And yes, this is the first meeting with him. And then when I composed my new album, Bohème, I have a song and I need a real voice in this song. I need, I need Iggy. And I write to him and I said, if you want to listen this song, I'm really happy. If you want to tell some things. It's like when I released the album, The Harp Chapter 1, my experimental album, Iggy said, the harp is not heard as much. And I like so much because it's true. And then I said, if he wants to say that in my album, Bohème, and he said, yes, why not? That started the collaboration.
Oh, well, you've performed at many festivals I mentioned earlier, but one of the big performances for you was at the Royal Albert Hall. And
yes.
Tell us about that. And what were you performing your own music? Were you with other musicians or just solo?
Yes, just solo at Royal Albert Hall. And for me, yes, it's a surprise because it's my best venue in the world. And when I studied in conservatory, I go to the Royal College in London for additional lection with the harp. And then I saw the Royal Albert Hall and I said, I would love to play here one time in the future. And then this happened. And yes, I played there my album, The Harp Chapter 1. And it's a special album because I use two harp, one Celtic harp and one electric harp play together.
Yeah, and I've seen images of that on your website. Yeah, but you say played together.
Yes, together, because I would love to listen the original sound by the harp and the sound effect sound with the harp, electric harp. It's not like this. It's electric harp without sound box.
Right.
It's only electric.
Wow.
And this show, yes, it's amazing because, it's at Royal Albert.
Were you nervous? I got to ask. You were nervous?
A little bit.
It's one thing if you could go out with other musicians, but solo, this is all you. And that makes me think, have you ever been stuck and trying to see where you're going to go next? Because you have very little time, so... what do you do if you're feeling, or if you're just not feeling the emotion right away?
But when I play, for me, it's like I in my world totally, and I don't feel fear. For me, when I play, I'm really comfortable with my harp, and different when I live in normal life, I feel fear and anxiety. But when I play, not everything is finished, and I'm really happy. I really, it's I'm paradise.
It's so beautiful. That's that as it should be. And do you ever play any classical pieces on that instrument?
I play, for example, I decide to interpret a classical song by Eric Satie, La Gnossienne.
Yes.
And I decide to create a sound effect with the harp, but I use the melody by Eric Satie.
Right.
And for me it's an evolution about the classical music.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, sometimes I said, if I wake up, if Eric Satie were now, the Gnossienne, it's like, I don't know, I try to play my version of the classical song, but in this era.
Yeah, okay, and here and now.
Exactly.
Let's go back in time, way back. Well, not way back, you're young, but you know, when you were
Yeah.
a little kid, young child, why music, why harp? How did it find you?
Yeah, really young. I was 6 here, and I'm in holiday with my family, and we went to in this country in Italy, in this little village in the mountain, and there is a concert in a public
Yes, yeah.
place, and I saw the harp. It's like a fall in love. I saw the harp, and then I said, okay, my life is with this instrument. And I talked with my mom, and I said, Mom, I want to play this instrument. I don't know the name when I was young. And my mother, she's not really happy because it's important
Right.
instrument. 1 week after the holiday, I start to play my first lesson, and yes, I never stopped to play the harp.
Wow,
So it's fall in love with that.
just from that one time in your
Yeah.
life. That's amazing. Okay, I rarely hear that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I wanted to get back to your performances. Of course, we have the electronics here, but do you also do something to the harp itself to make the sound difference, like a prepared piano?
Yeah.
Could you tell us about that? What do you do?
Yes, I recorded 100 sound with the prepared harp. I use a lot of external object. I don't know, like ring,
Yeah.
like this for the
Hairpins?
Exactly, very different object, and I like so much to take this noise sound and this sound you don't expect by the harp, because when you think about the harp, every time you think like a sweet sound, magic sound, but I think it's not that because the harp, yes, maybe in a long time, yes, it's only that, only sweet sound, but now the harp, it's a contemporary instrument. Now the harp is different. It's an evolution. It's the harp. She can go in hip hop music, pop music, noise music, electric music. No, so I like too much to find this sound about the harp.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my goal to take the harp in all musical genre.
Do you have anything coming up after Austin? Future concert dates?
Future concert, I have a Italian tour, and then yes, also in Europe, and I come back in United States in July. Can't wait. And yes, and I have a lot of concerts.
Well, do you have one big wish? You wished to play at the Royal Albert Hall, and it came true. You wished for a harp, you got a harp. So is there anything that you really want to do that you have not yet done?
My wish is to play with the solo harp at Coachella.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Because I think
Coachella, yeah.
yes, I think it's never been the harp in like solo, like a singer, no?
Right,
Like a singer, one harp in main stage, you know. And I think one time, why not?
Yeah.
It's possible.
Okay, you'll get it. You'll
Thanks.
get your wish, I'm sure. I want to thank you so much for coming into
Thank you
KMFA
too.
today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kety Fusco. Thank you.
Thank
and
you.
have fun at South by Southwest.
Thanks.